Today, I'm taking you for a look around a beautiful farm in Hobart's north, where they're combining two of my favourite things, caring for the land and berries. And I've timed my visit perfectly because blueberry season is on.
So in Tasmania, we grow cool climate berries, so they're called Canadian high bush berries. They're deciduous, whereas a lot of the ones in the mainland would be evergreens. And our berries need what's called chill hours, so our berries need up to 700 chill hours to get good fruit set, which means very low temperatures across winter.
At this time of the year, casual workers are busy harvesting blueberries. And farm owners, David and Catherine, make the most of the long daylight hours too, scaling back their day jobs in allied health so they can focus on the farm while it's at its peak. So have you folks always been berry farmers?
We haven't. So we had a 1/4 acre block at Glenorchy, so we had veggie garden and the chickens there, and then we were looking to expand a little bit and get some acreage, but ideally close to town for our other jobs. And then in our research, we found a blueberry farm and got a little bit excited at the possibilities. Yeah.
They decided to take the massive plunge and purchase the 18-acre farm around 6 years ago. Was it a steep learning curve taking on a farm like this?
Yes, very steep. Yeah, it's like shooting for the moon. No, it is very steep, and the lining's continuous. Yeah, and you do the foundations by mistakes. I think trial and error.
Yep. What do you love about growing berries?
I like the smoothies in the morning. Half a kilo at a time. Yeah, so it's good.
With a clear taste for them, David is well qualified to show me how to pick the perfect blueberry.
On this side, we've got the Vegies, and on the other side, we've got the Elliots.
Elliots, OK.
No. If you try one, the Elliots
I'll try one, yeah.
The Elliots are quite a tarty. I find them tarty. Some people love them, call them sweet. Yeah, I find them tarty.
Yeah, definitely got that edge, don't they? But I love it. Beautiful. Oh, should I try this one now?
Oh, yeah, have a go. Have a pick. Yeah.
It's like pow. Love it. Love it. Yes.
And the other...
I'll have another one.
And the other secret is when you're doing your pick your own, they go blue, then it's 2 weeks before the sugars come through.
Yeah, so you have to wait. Don't trust your eyes.
Don't trust your eyes.
Taste buds.
You actually pick him and you taste him. And if you like him, you keep on picking. If you don't, you move on.
Yeah. OK, I'll just take one more for the road. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any favourite picking techniques?
Oh, look. Why don't we have a look over here?
Yeah.
This is an Elliot. Look, and there's two things about this bush.
Yeah.
So what we do, the first pick that we do is the selected pick. So what you do, you find the biggest, bluest berry that you can and you pick it. You taste it, then you put it in your bucket.
So just one by one?
One by one. You might get 2 blueberries a bunch, but later on in the season, when they're all blue, say once again, you hold it and you tickle the berries.
Yeah.
And then what will happen is the right ones will fall in.
Great, so you're not pulling, you're just like giving it a gentle little tickle.
Gentle little tickle.
Nice.
And the only thing that you got to watch out for in our bushes are the frogs.
Oh, the little frogs. That's a wonderful thing to have to look out for. I reckon having frogs around the farm is a big deal. And the biodiversity here is something Catherine says they've worked hard to create.
So we wandered down some different paths with that, and we've settled on calling it a regenerative agriculture approach, which is soil first, basically, looking after that soil microbiology, trying to build the life under the soil, as well as biodiversity in the field as well.
Because some people might look at this and go, look, it's a monoculture of blueberries, but if you look closer, it's actually incredibly diverse in terms of the plants that you're growing here, but also around the farm.
Yes, yeah, and that's all part of it, is biodiversity, which then brings in biodiversity of animals. So we do, when we bring people in for pick your own, I'll say that it might look messy to some people, but that's what we want to see, is lots of different things, and then we see different pollinators, different bugs, different frogs, different birds.
What do you love about working here?
I love blueberries. So that's number one.
Tick. One of the farmhands, Dylan, has become a champion for native wildlife on the farm, documenting species that visit and planning ways to increase diversity. Hey Dylan, how did you come to be working at this berry farm?
I did picking for about a month, and I found out that wasn't my thing. So I went to TAFE and did all the relevant things, and I'm back here kind of dealing with plants.
After learning about native seed saving, Dylan's role has now evolved to include propagating seeds from the remnant bushland around the edges of the property.
So we have a variety of eucalypts here. We have one that is down at the end of the driveway, which is Eucalyptus cordata, which is nearing its way to the endangered list, currently listed as threatened. So we're hoping to collect seed, propagate that, and spread it a bit more, and hopefully bring it back from that line. And then we have the more general sort of eucalypts, just to kind of bring back some of the diversity that was out there.
This is all part of increasing biodiversity and whole of ecosystem health for the farm.
Yeah, so it kind of helps giving a home for our moths and all them type of things outside the netting, so they can help us inside the netting. I definitely think that's the way farming should be heading, to kind of look after the land instead of kind of bend it to what we want.
What kind of practical things, when you say soil first, like you came into a working farm,
Yep.
did you have to make some really big changes?
We did, yeah. So this farm was managed what we would call conventionally. So it was sprayed with weed killers every couple of weeks at this time of year. There was a bare patch of soil, probably about that wide along each row, where just nothing grew. That was dead because of the weed killer. So the principles that we operated by are having living things in every bit of soil, having the mulch, which helps with the water retention, so we don't have to water as much. So having mulch cover, having living cover. So you can see we've got some clover here. And we're chemical free, which means for us, we don't use any herbicides or pesticides or fungicides, even organic ones. So if you use organic herbicides, it still kills that microbiology in the soil, even temporarily. So we choose not to use any. Spray free, chemical free.
And do you have to feed these blueberry bushes at all?
We do. So we use organic fertilisers. David does that through the irrigation system. But we're doing less and less and less of that. And less water. We're using less water too. So it's significantly less this year than what it would have been 4 years ago. 5 years ago. Production of fertilisers isn't good for the planet, so the less reliant we are on that, and that's that resilience, that system resilience. We don't need fertiliser because, look, we can do it ourselves. Healthy soil where you've got all that rich life underneath, it's amazing what it does for us.
Yeah, there's a saying, healthy soil equals healthy plants equals healthy humans.
Healthy humans, yeah.
It's directly linked.